In a world constantly trying to define a woman's worth by her appearance, her relationship status, or how agreeable she is, a high-value woman rewrites the script. She's not just successful, she's centered. Not just admired, but quietly respected. And not just visible, but deeply rooted in her values. She doesn't seek validation in chaos or let others define her standards. She's composed, discerning, and chooses what aligns with her inner knowing. Whether she's leading a boardroom or making choices in her personal life, her energy speaks before her words do. In this video, we explore the 10 things high-value women never tolerate, not because they're arrogant, but because they've done the inner work to recognize what weakens their light, and what strengthens it. 10 things high-value women never tolerate, in work and life. Welcome to a La Mode where life meets style. If you're looking for a place to unwind, learn, and grow, hit that subscribe button and join our incredible community. 1. She leads herself first. Before she leads a team, family, relationship, or project, she leads herself. Her discipline isn't loud. It shows up in quiet, repeated decisions, waking early, prioritizing her mental health, managing her money, setting limits with her time. High-value women don't expect others to rescue or motivate them. They design a life they don't need to escape from. They do not tolerate self-abandonment in the name of people-pleasing. They know that if they don't take responsibility for their time, boundaries, and emotions, someone else will. And that's a cost they're never willing to pay. Power isn't in being in control of others. It's in being in command of yourself. 2. She operates from internal validation. While the world runs on likes, shares, and applause, the high-value woman isn't waiting for external permission to feel worthy. She deeply values praise and recognition, but she's not addicted to it. She does not tolerate environments or people that make her feel like she must constantly perform to be loved or accepted. Her value is not up for negotiation. This doesn't mean she's arrogant. It means she checks in with herself first. Do I respect my choices today? Did I stay aligned with my values? Was I kind, honest, and clear? That's her true mirror. And if she feels out of alignment, she adjusts herself, not for applause, but for integrity. 3. She chooses power over performance. There's a difference between performing and being powerful. Performance seeks approval. Power flows from self-respect. High-value women don't overcompensate or exaggerate to prove their worth, whether in relationships or at work. They never beg to be seen. They let their presence do the talking, and when needed, their performance follows with intention, not desperation. She doesn't hustle for love, loyalty, or leadership roles. She attracts them by being anchored, not anxious. This doesn't mean she's passive, she's strategic. She'll speak up in meetings, she'll apply for the job, she'll walk into a room, but never from a place of trying to earn her seat. She knows she belongs, or she'll build a table of her own. 4. She doesn't entertain emotional chaos. The high-value woman does not tolerate people who thrive on drama, confusion, or emotional instability. She's not interested in being the therapist in every friendship, the fixer in every relationship, or the peacekeeper in every workplace conflict. She is calm, but not a container for everyone's chaos. Compassionate, but not a dumping ground. She holds space, yes, but only for those who respect it. Whether it's a colleague constantly in crisis, a partner who weaponizes silence, or a friend who oscillates between hot and cold, she notices the patterns and steps away. Quietly. Clearly. Why? Because her nervous system is not a playground. Her energy is her asset. And emotional clarity is her currency. 5. She doesn't accept a lack of reciprocity. She gives. Often. but never endlessly. The high-value woman pays attention to the balance in every relationship, romantic, professional, social. She's not keeping score, but she's not blind either. If she's always the one initiating, supporting, forgiving, or compromising, she recalibrates. She does not tolerate one-sided dynamics that leave her feeling drained, used, or unappreciated. She understands that relationships, of any kind, must be rooted in mutual respect, effort, and emotional nourishment. Not just convenience or history. And so, if someone makes her feel like she's asking for too much when she's only requesting the basics, time, effort, honesty, she walks away. Not in bitterness, but in clarity. 6. She doesn't stay where she's disrespected. One of her clearest boundaries is this: no respect is no access. She doesn't tolerate being spoken over, dismissed, ridiculed, or patronized. Not in private, and certainly not in public. She doesn't make excuses for others' poor behavior. He's stressed, she didn't mean it, they're just like that. She observes how people treat her, and takes it at face value. This doesn't mean she's quick to cut off. It means she's quick to address, to clarify, and to make decisions if the behavior continues. Whether it's a boss who keeps crossing lines, a friend who throws passive jabs, or a family member who guilts her for having boundaries. She doesn't linger in disrespect, hoping it'll change. She leaves with grace, before it costs her self-respect. 7. She doesn't chase status or applause. The high-value woman may be admired, but she's never addicted to being admired. Her sense of identity is rooted in substance, not spotlight. She doesn't need the flashiest car, the highest number of likes, or the loudest voice in the room. What matters to her is, what is real? What aligns with my values? What serves my long game? She'll quietly build wealth, skills, and legacy, not for applause, but because self-mastery matters more to her than external medals. This is why she never competes with other women. She competes with her past self, and the applause she craves comes from her own soul saying, "You handled that with grace. You chose wisely. You're growing." 8. She doesn't downplay her standards. The high-value woman doesn't shrink her standards to make others comfortable. Whether it's in love, business, or friendship, she expects alignment, not perfection. And she's not afraid to be misunderstood for it. She won't pretend she's okay with surface-level connections just to avoid being too much. She won't say yes to less, just because it's conveniently available. Her standards are not a wall, they're a filter. They separate the ones who are intrigued by her from the ones who are genuinely ready for her. And so, when others call her picky, intense, or hard to please, she simply smiles and replies, "I'm not hard to please. I just know what pleases me, and I wait for it." 9. She doesn't justify her boundaries. She sets boundaries without writing essays. Without guilt. Without over-explaining. Because the high-value woman knows that a boundary is not a punishment, it's protection. It's not a rejection of others, it's a commitment to herself. If she declines a late-night call before a big meeting, if she refuses to entertain gossip, if she says no to hosting a last-minute dinner for the 3rd time this month, she does it with clarity and kindness, but never apology. She trusts that those meant for her life will respect her no as much as her yes. 10. She doesn't confuse loneliness with settling. Finally, she understands this deeply: loneliness is a passing emotion. Settling is a lifelong regret. The high-value woman is not afraid of solitude. She uses it to refine her energy, listen to her intuition, and deepen her joy. She would rather sit alone at a cafe with a book than be at a table full of people where she has to dilute herself. She would rather wait 5 years for the right job, the right partner, or the right offer, than grab what's available today just to soothe temporary emptiness. She doesn't tolerate half love, half effort, or half presence, not even from herself. Because she knows, when she refuses to settle, the universe takes note. The truth is, we are not only defined by what we embrace. We are also shaped by what we refuse to tolerate. The high-value woman is not aggressive. Not arrogant. Not loud. But she is deeply selective. Because she understands. Every no she says, is a yes to something higher. Her elegance lies in her edges. Her power lies in her pause. And her worth lies in her unwavering ability to choose herself. Again and again and again. Let us know in the comments, which of these 10 traits do you already embody, and which one will you work on this week? Thank you for tuning in, and if you enjoyed this content, don't forget to comment, like and subscribe for more discussions.